With 11 years in practice specializing in pediatric and pregnant patients and patients involved in car accidents, he's also worked in the athletic training department for the Virginia Tech football team, Dr. Gregory Lee.
Why do you do what you do? Because in this country, you can do almost anything that you want to do professionally. So, why do you do what you do? I remember coming back from chiropractic school. It was winter break. I entered my house, and I see a strange man in my living room. I say, "Dad, what's going on?" My dad says, "Son, this man is homeless. We're going to help him. He's going to stay here as long as he needs." My dad was a great man, but he was not a healthy man. His schedule was work, church, work, church, work, church, 17-hour days. He took 10 pills a day. He didn't eat right, he didn't sleep. He suffered from heart disease, as well as a lot of other physical conditions. The surgeons told him that if he wanted to live longer, he would have to get heart surgery. So he pulled me aside and said, "Son, I want to be there and see you get married. And I want to see your children. And I want to play with your children. So I'm going to get this heart surgery." So he went ahead, got the heart surgery, and the doctor said it was a success. But what is surgical success? Because I saw my dad weak, sicker, more frail. He lost his mental faculties. I'd lost my dad. We took him home, and then the visiting nurse said, "You need to go back to the hospital." We take my father back to the hospital, and the surgeon said, "We have to do another surgery." We had to open up my dad's chest, break open his chest another time in such a short time. What choice did I have? We went ahead, got the surgery. And it seemed like it was the right choice. I got my dad back. He was engaging, laughing with us, smiling. And then suddenly it turned for the worse. He got even more sick, even more weak. He was incoherent. He was acting like a child. My dad was acting like a child. We took him back to the hospital, and the doctors were puzzled. They didn't know what was going on. But during this time, I spent such special, good quality time with my dad. We talked about my future and what he wanted. And English wasn't his first language, but as he was going in and out of consciousness, he made up his own praise song to God. "Reborn me, O Lord, I love you." The doctors were puzzled. This went on for weeks. The surgeon said in his 35 years, he had never seen anything like this, that the math did not add up. Months passed. Then the surgeon came up to me at night, and he said, "I know what's going on. You know an orange, when you peel the outer layer of the orange, there's that white layer around the orange? Well, that's scar tissue around your dad's heart. And this never happens this early. So we can peel that off. But no, your dad is not a healthy man. We could lose him during surgery. Or when he comes out of surgery, he could be a vegetable. Or you let him pass. But we don't have time, and you need to tell me by tomorrow morning." What would you do if this was your dad? I go to my mom, and I said, "Mom, what should we do?" My mom says, "I don't know, you decide." I go to my sister, I said, "What should we do?" And she says, "I don't know." I go to my dad's brother, my uncle, and I said, "What should we do?" He said, "This is a family decision. You need to make this decision." I go home, hopeless, helpless. I'm praying, and I feel like, just let him go. He's been through enough. Just let him pass. So in the morning, I meet with the surgeons, but something inside me said, give him one more chance. So I said, do the surgery. A success. All right, we had my dad back. I turned to my sister and I said, Dad is gonna kill me once he finds out that I almost let him die. Finally, I'm walking through the hospitals a few days later, happy for the first time walking through those those hallways. I come in and I hear my sister saying, Daddy, Daddy, it's me. My dad doesn't recognize my sister anymore. He doesn't recognize my mom. My cousins are crying because he doesn't know who they are. My heart sinks. I slowly go up to my dad, and he looks at me, and he said, Son, where have you been? I missed you. He goes, Can I just die now? Up to that point, I was telling my dad to fight. You're healthy. You're going to see me get married. You're going to see me have kids. But I knew the reality was he wasn't healthy enough. So I said, Dad, it's okay. You can die now. Just as long as you know that Jesus Christ died on the cross for you. He said, I know, son. I said, I love you. He said, I love you. And shortly he passed. At his funeral, there was about 500 people that came. And I gave the eulogy about the homeless man. I'm leaving the church, and I'm walking away from the church heartbroken, and a man approaches me. And he says, Do you remember me? And it was the homeless man. He said, Your dad was a great man, and he changed my life. My purpose was defined. I wanted to change lives. I wanted to get people healthier and get people stronger and not wait till they're on the surgery table or homeless. And this is what fuels my passion as a chiropractor and a wellness expert. My dad had big goals, big dreams. He wanted to see me get married. He wanted to play with my kids. He wanted to help so many people. But now he can't. Don't wait to invest in your health. Reborn me, oh God, I love you.